Hey guys, thanks for checking out the podcast. Before we get started, I want to remind you about the very cool bucket list trip I am doing in 2026, the Smitty Learns Irish podcast, where I'm going to do my bucket list, hike Ireland for a year, learn about Irish history, town by town, through the mouths of the pub owners and regulars. Because what's a better way to learn about something you love than to experience it yourself? Patreon.com/we3Smiths, only $3 a month, and thanks for checking it out. And welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty from the What the Hell Everything podcast. Another reaction and a first-time reaction to Arch Enemy. Now, I have to say, I may have heard Arch Enemy before. I am into metal. Historically, any genre of metal, usually except like death metal. Historically, I had a metal show on the radio years and years ago called The Asylum, and played stuff like Arch Enemy. Once you got into the death metal stuff, my ears and my brain would just shut it down because I couldn't get past a lot of the growly stuff. But this channel, the Rock Radar, my quest to find my next favorite rock and metal bands, have really found a lot of bridges. Okay, a lot of bridges into the death metal world, and I'm being able to see through that into the music now. Finally. So I'm like, you know what? Let's give Arch Enemy a try. I actually heard the vocalist, Elisa White-Grusz, on my Nita Strauss reaction, The Wolf You Feed. And I'm like, well, let's give it a shot, man. I had some requests for this one, The Watcher from Arch Enemy. And we are going to do that now. Honestly, I just had the funniest thought, at least to me, that it would be really fucking hilarious if they ever made the terrible decision, not this band, but if somebody made the terrible decision to remake, like, Back to the Future. And you had the end scene where you're playing in a band and playing all the stuff that scared all the kids from 1955, but this time it would be 1980, and somebody would hear this, and see this, and be like, how are these sounds coming out of this person? I don't know what is happening here. Anyway, that's my... Shut up, Smitty. Bring it back just a little bit. I'm digging the groove. 100% digging the groove, first of all. And then, yeah, I just marvel at that voice. I really do. I marvel. I'm like, how is that coming out of that person? It sounds like she's fucking possessed. Honestly, when you hear a voice like that, you expect there to be a dude attached to that voice. 100%. I've heard a lot of like female death metal vocals, and there's usually still a level of like femininity to it. Hopefully that's not offensive to anybody, but like there is, you cannot tell that that person is a woman making those making those sounds, man. And I'm trying to think like that shit. It has to be the most fucking gruff female death metal vocalist I've ever fucking heard, probably. And the last Nita Strauss reaction that I did with her, there was some debate in the comments about her or like the vocalist from Ginger, who I have heard before, at least once, I want to say. And I'm like, why are we fighting? It's not a competition, first of all. But second of all, it's a fun little groove. Yeah. That's fucking fun. Hell yeah. I definitely wanted to mention the drummer, so let me find. I don't have the name available, but man, that there were a lot of really cool parts in that song. There were a couple parts didn't really speak to me that much. You know, they were cool. They weren't terrible, but then there were a couple parts. Multiple parts that were really, really good, really, really fun. Some fun fucking grooves. The main groove of the song was awesome. Some cool solo parts. There was a solo part that didn't speak to me that much, but I mean, overall, I enjoyed that. I really did. And really heavy, some really cool dynamics to it. And again, Who's on drums? Daniel Erlinson. So shout out, because those drums were hitting for me. And again, Alyssa White-Glues on vocals. I feel like it sounds sexist to say it. She doesn't. I feel like it's sexist to say that she doesn't sound like a woman at all. It just sounds like the devil. Which is probably what she's going for, man. Archangel, you know? Hey, got any more suggestions for Archangel or another band, your favorite band that nobody knows about? I'm looking for my next favorite rock and metal bands, and definitely taking your suggestions in the comment section. If you dig this video, please like and subscribe. I'm on a huge fucking journey, and it just helps even just a little bit. So I really appreciate you checking the video out, and thank you guys. And I just realized the album cover for my last reaction's still up. Hey, whatever, you know, sometimes it's train wreck, sometimes it's fucking, brilliant. Today's not that.
What the hell, everything?